everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, welcome. We're the Garza twins. I'm Carly.
And I'm Britta.
And if you like this video, we'd love it if you would subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Today we're going to be doing our October favorites, so let's get started. Okay, so I usually save my book favorite to the end of the video, but I just want to talk about it because I haven't talked about it on Instagram or on YouTube at all. And this is, I believe it's the 5th book in the Cormoran Strike series, and it's called Troubled Blood. This is what it looks like. This is my favorite book series. If you're unfamiliar, J.K. Rowling writes these books, this series, under a pseudonym, Robert Galbraith. And basically it centers around a private detective in London named Cormoran Strike and his partner Robin. And so obviously he's a detective, so each book is kind of like a new case. And I have to say, I mean, I love them all. This one, so look at how big this book is, you guys. It's almost 1,000 pages. I think it took me like 2 weeks to finish it because it's also hard to like physically hold. It's so heavy.
Yeah.
It's so heavy.
I think we both need to get iPads. I feel like that would be...
I know. I was just telling Tommy this morning that my bookshelf is like almost, well, your bookshelf. Carly doesn't read, so she lended me her bookshelf, which was really nice. But now it's almost full, and I'm like, oh, do I need to switch to a Kindle? But like that takes away so much of the experience for me.
Well, I tried a Kindle and I didn't like it. If you guys have an iPad and you... people read on an iPad?
Yeah, isn't there like Apple Books? And you can like, unless I'm making this up, but I didn't like the Kindle. It was really small. Remember, I got one for James and I used it.
Oh, really?
I read 2 books on it and it was really small, and I feel like it was too small.
Okay, then maybe I wouldn't like it.
The iPad would be better, I think.
I don't know. I love reading a physical book, but I'm running out of space, so I don't know what to do. If you have any good digital solutions, let me know. I don't know that I'm ever going to change, but if you like are persuade me enough, maybe. So anyway, this is my book favorite of the month. I loved this book. This one specifically centers around a cold case, which I've never done. It was about a murder of a doctor. I think it was 40 years prior to Cormoran and Robin solving this case, and obviously they solve it because they solve every case in every book. And I want to say that it is by J.K. Rowling, but she writes under a pseudonym because these books are for adults, they're not for children. Sometimes it can be like a little gory and graphic. Not this one. The 3rd one in this series was a little bit too much for me. I will say my favorite in the series is still Lethal White, if you're familiar with the series. That was the 4th book. That one was still my favorite. So what is this, 5th or 6th?
The 5th.
Oh.
But this one could be my 2nd favorite. I definitely enjoyed it. I couldn't put it down. I only had to put it down because I didn't have enough time to read 900 and something pages in like a day.
How do you actually hold that? I'm like really curious.
Oh my gosh, I prop it up against my legs like in bed.
I feel like, okay, we need to figure this out. If you guys read on an iPad, I'm really curious because I feel like there has to be a good solution.
There has to be, because I love physical books, but this one really made me realize like this is hefty to hold, but I loved it. Highly recommend this series if you've never dived into it. If you're into suspense, mystery, you would love these books. Next up is a hair product, and Odell kindly sent us this, so thank you if you're watching this video. We love the Odell Air Dry Styler. It's like an air dry
cream.
Well, it's not creamy,
Gel
but it's like, yeah, it's like an air dry gel, which we both really love when we purchased on our own from Target, and we've been loving it. And so we requested the leave-in conditioner because we've been wanting to try this for a long time, and it doesn't disappoint. It's just as good as the air dry cream. I feel like it does what it says, like it delivers moisture and helps to detangle, but it doesn't weigh down your hair at all.
No, it's very lightweight.
Which I think is a pattern I've been noticing from this brand.
Yes.
Is that it really doesn't weigh down your hair. And I know people with like curly hair, that's usually a concern. For us, we just have really thin hair. We have a lot of it, but it's thin. So we never can use products that really will weigh it down because it'll just look greasy and heavy. And this just really is great. It's sulfate free, 100% natural fragrance, and yeah, deep moisture detangling and frizz control. And I feel like it does all of that. It has a really short ingredient list, like it's really not long.
No.
It's vegan, dermatologist tested. Yeah, like Carly said, it's really good. You get a lot of product for the price. It's like so affordable, and the branding is so well done.
Yeah, it's really, really great.
Okay, next up is a skincare favorite. We've both been loving the Vanicream Daily Facial Moisturizer. I've been using this morning and night.
Me too. I'm almost out. Look it.
I already purchased a new tube, and the branding looks different. I don't know why. but like I've almost gone through this whole bottle.
Yeah, again, a short ingredient list on this guy. If you're familiar with Vanicream, it's probably one of my favorite brands. I feel like every product I've used from them is suitable for my sensitive skin, and if you have like reactive skin, I feel like this line would be good for you. It's non-comedogenic, gluten-free, it has ceramides. And so it's kind of like CeraVe. I feel like Vanicream is really similar to the CeraVe line, but Vanicream products almost work better for me. I don't know why. This one has squalane, glycerin, it has hyaluronic acid, and then a bunch of ceramides, like I said. And it's just a really good, simple, effective moisturizer. It's really good. It's so hard for me to find moisturizers that I like, and this one just does the trick. It's so nice.
Affordable.
Yeah, and
you get
3 ounces. I feel like that's
I'm
a lot.
going through it kind of quickly. I do wish that maybe they put a little more in here.
3 ounces I feel like is a lot.
I know, it's true. Maybe because it is a bit thinner. It's kind of like a gel texture, so it's a bit thinner. Sorry, I don't know what that was.
I think it was bubble wrap.
Okay, that makes sense. So maybe that's why, but also I really love that the size is like this because I brought it when we went to San Diego, and it was really easy to throw in like a travel bag.
I love the packaging.
Okay, we both have an eye cream to mention. The one I'm going to talk about is Coco Kind's Revitalizing Eye Cream. It says for a firmer, brighter looking eye area. I also really like, they have sugarcane tubes instead of plastic, and they always like color them kind of cute and fun. And I really like this blue shade for the eye cream. This eye cream has a metal tip, which is really supposed to help like cool and depuff. I actually don't use that, and I know a lot of people in their reviews are like, I love the tip. It's like, why?
I never use that either.
Yeah, why I love the product, but I feel like I can't really get it into the under eye. So I actually put it on my finger, rub it together, these fingers, and then like dab it on. And I have loved this. Before I started using this, my under eye area, I mean, it's always been my largest problem area, but it's been extra bad. I don't know if it's like allergies or what. I actually do think it's from allergies, but my eyes have looked so extra dark and just like sunken in. And I started using this every night, and I swear to God, it's actually lightened my under eyes. And it has, I have never found an eye cream that is this effective, honestly. It also is supposed to help like kind of gently, I believe, I don't know if it exfoliates, but like plump up fine lines. And I think it helps a little bit with that, but overall I think it's just really good at moisturizing. And then something in this is really good at getting rid of that darkness and just kind of brightening it better. So I've just been so impressed. I'm usually not an eye cream person, but I had to mention this because I actually think it's super efficacious and it's really hard to find, and it's affordable.
Yeah.
And then mine is also affordable. It's the The Fix Emergency Eye Mask, and I spoke about this recently, but I've really been loving this. I love the cooling sensation that you feel right when you put it on. It's almost like a thick gel texture. It immediately cools and soothes the under eyes, and I know why they call it a mask. To me, it's an eye cream, but it's because it does leave like a film under the eyes. It doesn't soak in like the Coco Kind one. It like leaves a film on top of the skin, but I like that because then when I wake up in the mornings, I can feel like my under eyes feel nourished and hydrated, and it's just really great and effective. I like the Coco Kind one as well. I just didn't use it for as long as Carly did, but so good. And again, we're not eye cream people, so it's crazy we have two favorites.
I know, and how ironic that it's in the same month too.
Yeah.
Like that never happens.
Okay, next up is mascara. I've been loving it this entire month. It's the M Cosmetics Pick Me Up Mascara. It has a molded wand, and it is a tubing mascara. So I have it on right now, and I've just been wearing this every day, and I realized the reason I reach for it, well, there's two reasons. Number one, it doesn't irritate my eyes at all. I've talked about this so many times, and I know that this might sound shocking because I actually kind of mention a lot of mascaras I like on our channel, but a lot of mascaras irritate my eye. And I try a lot of them, and they actually like burn, and we just have really sensitive eyes. So this one doesn't irritate at all. And if I just apply like a pretty thin coat, it really keeps my lashes lifted. And then because it's a tubing mascara, it just lasts so well. Like a lot of other mascaras will transfer to my bottom lash line, or just like fall during the day or flake off. And this one just really holds up. So even if we're just working from home and I just put on a light coat, it looks like natural to me.
Yeah.
Without, but still looks like you have mascara on. Like still looks like wide-eyed and beautiful and like fluttery, but kind of natural, and it lasts. And it's just a really good mascara, so I've really been loving it. The packaging is really cute too. Okay, last up are our Lisa Eldridge Velvet Matte Lipsticks, or Velvet Lipsticks. I think she just calls it her Velvet formula. Okay, we picked up 2 of the shades. I don't know if you saw these on our Instagram, but we got Velvet Dragon, which is like a beautiful orangey red. It looks deeper in the... Yeah, it looks lighter on. Yeah, it looks lighter on and a little bit brighter on. It's so beautiful, so unique. And then the other shade we're both wearing. This is Velvet Affair. I love the name. I think it's so glamorous. These are the most glamorous things I own, I think. They are. This is a really beautiful, like deep, almost mauve brown nude. Yeah, it's like a mauve brown. Again, such a unique color. I mean, we love Velvet Fawn, but I went over this. I mean, I know I mentioned it, that we told you guys we were buying these, and I was like, oh, I'm so nervous that it's gonna break like my Velvet Fawn did twice. But so far, knock on wood, that there is no breakage happening in either of these bullets, so maybe they fixed their compatibility issue. But these are just so unique, so beautiful. I can't say enough good things. Worth the price tag for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching our October favorites. We're so excited that it's November. Yes. November is probably my favorite month of the entire year. Yeah, I love it every year. So we're really excited, and we hope you guys had a good month. And of course, always let us know what your favorites were this month too.